My vote doesn't count, that's why I'm not voting. That's what over 80 million voters in the USA said in 2020. So they didn't go out and vote in one of the most important elections in their history. Result? 81 million Americans voted for Biden, 74 million Americans voted for Trump, but 81 million Americans didn't vote. That's a 62% turnout in one of America's most crucial elections. Ironically, when Trump won in 2016, only 55% of Americans pitched up to vote. Prior to Trump, Obama won with turnouts of 61% and 58%. Now, arguably, Americans are sick of both the Democrats and Republicans, hence the very low voter turnout. But what they don't realize is the huge amount of political power in the USA that isn't being used. In South Africa in 2019, there was a 66% voter turnout, with the ANC dropping in support from 62% of the votes to 57% of the vote. Now, the ANC got 10 million votes in total, but 9 million people did not vote. That's a lot of political power in South Africa that isn't being used. The non-voters in the US and SA elections had, as a group, a massive amount of power which they simply did not use. Was this because they were lazy, didn't like the main candidates, were overconfident that their party would be voted into power, or didn't see the point in voting for a small party? The big parties and the media that support them want you to think that there's no point to vote for small parties. That's because they know small parties will strip away some of their power. Once the smaller parties start growing, there's also a chance that they'll start taking more votes from the bigger parties once people realize that a vote for the small party won't be a waste of their vote. Don't listen to people who say your vote doesn't count, because the I don't vote party has massive political power once they realize it by starting to vote.